In this video, we shall be looking at Razer DeathAdder 2013. To start us off, the packaging is very typical of how Razer products are generally packaged, with the green and black theme. Presents quite nicely in retail environment. If we lift the front flap, then the mouse is visible inside the package. Speaking of retail, the mouse sells in Australia for about $55 to $65. A price that certainly puts us in the enthusiast grade. Now, for the price, we also get a 6400 dpi sensor, which is an optical sensor, and a much faster response time with 1 kHz ultra polling or 1 millisecond response. Now, coming back to the unboxing, what we get is the usual Razer sticker and the user's manual and a product guide and so forth, all packaged in the usual Razer's green and black theme. Although I have to mention that there was no disc to begin with. The software, the Synapse 2 that is meant to work with this mouse, has to be downloaded. The USB connector is gold plated and there's a Razer logo embossed on the plug itself. The cable is nice and long, 7 feet, all braided, which is quite nice quality as well. The mouse itself is simplistic in features, just the left and right click and 2 buttons on the side for thumb. There is also rubber paddings on either side, which to my experience is quite nice. Of course, on the reverse side we have the 4G optical sensor, and the feed that it comes with is not Teflon or anything like that, but while playing the resistance is quite contained, and a decent gaming mouse pad will definitely benefit this mouse. Now, with regards to ergonomy, I have lots to say. Lots that it will make this video very long, but let me just say all of them would be positive. The curves that we see are not just for visual effect, but as we put our hand on the mouse, it guides our fingers to the right place and it feels right. The shape and the curves helps in movement quite nicely, and the rubber grips on either side also assists in the grip. Apart from the curves and the shape of the mouse, the surface has sort of a matte finish. Not like matte rubber, but rather a hard matte plastic. Now, overall, this also assists in improving the experience. And finally, on the visual front, we have the Razer logo, which pulsates in green, and the scroll wheel has the green circle around it. Now, let's look at the software, which is Razer Synapse 2. Needs to be downloaded from the website, which is fine. However, you must log in into the software to be able to use it. Now, through it, we can customize various button operations and so forth. For example, over here, I am customizing the side buttons to control volume. All we have to do is select the appropriate functions for each of the button, and that's about it. It's relatively simple. Now, on the performance tab, we have the slider which adjusts the mouse sensitivity. Now, it goes all the way up to 6400 dpi, which is quite a fair bit for my liking. It becomes too twitchy. However, for those who is playing games on 4K resolution or Infinity setup, etc., can benefit with such high sensitivity. Also, the vertical and horizontal sensitivity can be adjusted independently. Now, without going into too much detail of Synapse 2, let me just say that various things can be adjusted using the Synapse 2, including the light controls, and there is also some macros and so forth that can be recorded. And there's also a tool to calibrate the mouse according to the mouse pad. It has a list of Razer mouse already, but if you're using a different mouse pad, there is a tool with which the sensitivity can be calibrated. Now, that's all nice and fancy, but this is a gaming mouse and it's meant to be good for gaming, so let's try some games. Now, I've played quite a few games with this mouse. What we see over here is Borderlands 2, and sniping is something that I like to do, and with this mouse I've seen definitely over the generic one that I tried out with as a control, I am getting much more critical hits. Also in Battlefield 3, the rate of accuracy has definitely gone up. I'm able to get much more hits with this mouse as opposed to the other one, and therefore, yes, the sensitivity and everything overall makes the experience better. So here's what I think. The price tag of about $55 to $65 is a premium to pay, yes, but overall the experience is definitely improved, despite the fact that the mouse offers very basic features, just right and left click, a scroller and 2 thumb buttons. However, that is not to say that it didn't get it right. The feel factor is excellent, and the overall as a package, I would say that this is quite nice for gaming, or even for someone who is using very high resolutions for whatever purpose that may be. It is a overall nice product to have. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. What you like or disliked about this video, please be sure to let us know in the comment section below. And please do also remember to subscribe in order to stay updated with our latest upcoming videos. Hope to see you next time. Bye for now.